What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Comfortable Nerds. We got my boy Ubsurd over here, per usual, and today it is just us. No guests, no other people, just the bros. Devin, how was your day, bro? How
Dude,
did the day
very
treat you?
blessed. It is
I
very
like to hear
windy
that.
in Vegas today, but still beautiful. We're living, God's blessing us, and we get to record
Everybody
another
knows where you
pod.
live. I went to my LCS today. That was pretty cool because I stuck to my guns, brother. I stuck to my guns. I have been fighting getting into manga recently, bro. Fighting it just because I got some things that I want to read and like catch up on. Because everybody knows I've been going through my pull list, reorganizing, figuring out what is important to me. And man, dude, like once I get that done with, I'll gladly hop into manga. But man, they got the hardcovers of Akira at my
Did you
LCS.
finally end up picking it up?
No, bro. Today was probably like one of the hardest days walking away from it. Today was definitely one because I stuck to, my budget. So, I had everything that I wanted within my budget. And, the budget was $40.
That's a hard budget to stick to.
Listen. The budget was $40. I found everything I wanted because I just went hunting for back issues for Daredevil.
Mhm.
I found not everything I wanted, but I was satisfied with what I got, and it was only like $22. So I still had
Damn, that's a
yeah, bro.
steal.
I was satisfied. Like I was 100% satisfied, but I was so satisfied. I was like, I'm not looking around hard enough. I was like, there's no way that I'm just like, yeah, this will do. So I looked around, and I just couldn't, bro. There was just nothing. Obviously there was stuff there that I want in my collection because I'm also trying to collect like Peter David's Hulk and,
Mhm.
Uncanny X-Men, The Amazing Spider-Man. So there was stuff that I seen that I wanted that I wouldn't mind having, dope covers, all of that stuff. But I was satisfied, bro. I
There
was
was nothing that
satisfied.
like caught your eye enough to be like, you know what, I'm gonna pull the trigger and get
Yeah,
this right now.
exactly. And Akira, the hardcover for volume 1 was $35. The budget was 40. I was already at 22. I was like,
I
took
think you should
everything
pull
in
the
me,
trigger
bro.
on it, bro.
It
I
took everything in me, and I just like, I was like,
think the next time you
just
go
walked
into your
away,
LCS, plan on getting it, bro.
bro. And I want to do that, but the thing is, like, I'm trying really, really hard to get this Brubaker and Bendis run, and it's not an easy thing to collect, bro. It's really not. It's very hard, um, because some covers, like the cover price for
Mhm.
some of them is like $10, $14, bro. So like, you
You
kind of
know they
gotta,
make
you
these
gotta.
things called epic collections?
Yeah, I know. And I debated whether I wanted the Epic collection or I wanted it in singles. And I was kind of just like, man, bro, the art for Daredevil covers is just so beautiful, bro. I'm not gonna lie, like the only art that I think is kind of like, I would get like a trade for or an omnibus is Wade's Run. Wade's Run is the only like one that I was like,
But
I'll just
Wade's
get.
run is still fire.
Yeah,
Like, the
it's
art for
good. I
it is
know.
still fire.
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah, but I
satisfied
get
with
what you're
just getting
saying.
like the omnibus for it or the trade for it. But like Bendez and Brubaker, I need that in singles, bro. I need those covers. Those covers are so hard. They're
The
so
only
hard.
thing I gotta say, bro, with because I know you're trying to save money as much as everyone else is. I mean, I'm trying to save money when it comes to these damn singles. How often are you gonna look at those covers, bro?
Bro, it's not about how often you look at them. Let me tell you something. It's about when you can. It's about them times when you got your boxes boxed up and you gotta organize something. You gotta pull everything out. You're looking for something. You might not even be looking for a Daredevil. I might not be looking for it. I might be looking for some Image, an indie. But I come across it. I come across them Daredevil covers, them Bendez and them Brewbakers. And when I put my hand in that box and I pull out that
Oh
Brewbaker
my!
Bendez and
Put
I
my
see that
hand in that
cover,
box.
yo, that's when I put my whole 5 knuckles in that box and I pull out that cover, whichever one it is, because they're all fire. They're all fire, bro. They're every single one of them. From issue 26 all the way to issue 119. Every cover. Like you can't miss with picking up a cover for either one of their runs, bro. So I was like, yeah, I got it. This is what Daredevil was actually like my first like full run that I'm trying to like collect and go out and seek. And like when I
Yeah,
go to other states and stuff, like I'm like, dude, I gotta go to a comic book store because I gotta look for this. When I go to San Diego Comic Con, like I'm looking for Daredevil stuff, bro. Like it's definitely something I'm taking very, very serious. Very, very
it's
serious.
definitely
I'm gonna be
something
looking.
that like when you do complete it, because I did the same thing for the JMS run from Spider-Man. I had
Mm,
all of it in singles. I just traded it in for the trades for it, but like looking back through it, I was like, damn, like it took me a cool minute to collect all those.
yeah, bro.
But
I
the
would have
amount of
never
store
done that.
credit I got for that fucker, worth every penny.
How much store credit did you get? But you used the store credit to get the singles though, right?
Exactly.
Oh, you
Well,
got store credit plus the
I got store
trades.
credit on top of the trades.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't even miss out on losing the story. I still got the
Yeah,
story and the cred.
you just don't. Did you at least like keep some of your favorite covers or nah? You took like everything.
No, they everything, but I got a good amount of store credit for just turning in that run. I think I got like 300 in store credit.
Did you like look at all to see? Wait, so you had the cover with like Peter Parker at the edge of the building, like in the rain,
Like,
like hunched over?
like this one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you had that.
Mhm.
Like, bro, why don't you tell me stuff like this though? Like,
Dude, I've told you this multiple times. I called you when I was trading it in. You were like, half baked. You're like, oh, that's crazy, bro.
for some reason, I'm like fighting an enormous amount of rage. I don't know. I don't know where it's coming from.
I'm telling you,
Um,
this is just my perspective. I think it's better to get the trades for everything. I am all for keeping your favorite covers and everything, but like that JMS cover, I love it, but they have so many facsimiles for it that I can just buy that. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, I guess. But
Because at the end of the day, it's just
there is nothing like
I
having a newsletter cover A. I don't want to make you regret your decision. I'm not
dude,
saying
I
like
don't regret my decision at all. I was able
good,
to get
good.
the Zdarsky Omni free. I was able to get the Deceased box set free. Batman
I
Beyond
mean, it wasn't
Compendium
free.
free.
It wasn't necessarily
Shit, it
free
was free
though.
when I was in there, and then I was like, put it on my tab.
Yeah.
It was worth every
So did you got
every
so
page.
you got Snyder Batman Omnibus?
I have the Snyder Batman on me. It's in my other room.
Okay. I mean, like, hey, bro, if you're happy, I'm happy. you know? If you're happy, I'm happy. But
Jay supports me. That's all that matters, guys.
speaking of saving money, bro. Yeah, man, you guys, I think that me and Absurd were talking and we're like, man, we should probably talk about how to save money, like being a collector and being in the comic books on the podcast, because there's some covers, bro. They're like $8 a pop right now. $5 a pop, $6 a pop, $4 a pop. And yeah, man, you guys, I would say be very wise with what you genuinely want to know about and what is just keeping up with the Joneses. Be very, very wise.
And also,
Because
too, you can fall into the aspect of collecting to collect.
yeah,
You've
yeah,
been picking something up for a minute that you haven't touched in 6 weeks. You have all the issues because you've been picking it up, but
yeah.
you haven't read a single one of those in the past 6 weeks.
Exactly. If
Read
you
them,
like, bro,
and then that next month when it comes out, if you didn't like it up through there, tell your LCS owner, "Hey, I'm taking this off my
yeah.
pull, man."
If you've been collecting a run and you have like up to the first arc and you haven't read it yet, go ahead and let that go, brother.
Mhm.
Go ahead and let that thing go, bro. It ain't for you. You not gonna read it anytime soon. Save your money, save your bread, and go ahead and pull that from the list. Also, too, another thing, don't just save your money, but also like another thing I'm trying to do is make like what's Devin, help me out here. Help me out here. Like what would you say for like I guess get the most out of your money. So
Get the
me,
most bang for your buck, man.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, get something that's worth
if
it.
it's really something that, like, if you're trying to get into a new character or something, or you see that like, right now, there's a new Sentry run going on. If
Yeah,
you really wanna get tapped into Sentry, find an older Sentry run, and
yeah,
then
for
see if you
sure,
like that character
for
first,
sure,
because
for
it's going to
sure.
cost you if you get one of the, like, epic collections or just, like, the first volume of that Sentry run, if you get that, that's $15. That's 3 issues. That's the equivalent of buying 3 issues, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
See if you
for
like that
sure.
character, and if it is something that you dig, try out that new character. But
Yeah,
same thing, if you don't like it after that first arc, maybe drop it. And then if you hear
yeah.
good things again, go pick up the trade for it.
And if you know that something was like an ongoing run, and you want to read it, honestly, guys, I would say just like get the omnibus or like the complete collection, or like don't get the thin trades, bro. You're gonna
No.
be you'll spend way more money than you think. Wait, get the omnibus or like the complete collection or epic collection or like what are those what are the thick ones that DC does? I forget the name of them.
Um, I think they're the complete collections.
No, that's Marvel. Complete collection is Marvel. I
No,
forget the
Marvel's
name of
Epic
them.
collection.
No, Marvel has complete collections and they have epic collections. Because my Avengers, my Jonathan Hickman is complete collection and Thor by
Like
Jason
these
Aaron is
ones?
complete. No, bro, they're like
I think I know what you're talking about.
DC's finest, DC's
Yeah,
finest. Yeah, yeah. So you could get the DC's finest, you could get the epic collections, you could get the complete collections, and you could get the omnibus, and that will save you way more money. You'll
mhm,
spend more at that time. You'll spend like probably between 40 to like what, $150,
yeah,
depending on that's what you're gonna
and that's
spend at
minimum
that
to
time.
maximum, you know what I mean?
And that's
Like,
for one. Yeah, if you're buying two at a time, if you're an omnibus, if you're feeling froggy, you could go for it and buy multiple omnibus at a time. That's
yeah,
definitely going to be like 125, $100 to $150. If you're going with the DC's finest, the complete collections or the epic collections, that's going to be anywhere between like 35 and $50.
yeah,
So yeah, and you're gonna get everything you need in those. Um, Omnibus most of the time, like I've only seen a couple runs that have like multiple omnibus volumes,
yeah.
but as far as like epic collections and all the other ones that we listed, those are probably gonna have like what, Devin, like five, 4 or 5. maybe
It
6.
depends on, like I was about to say, at the maximum, like 6, because usually if there's an Omni for it, you probably just want the Omni, but for the Epic
Yeah,
collections,
for
it's
sure.
mainly like you'd probably be able to get the whole run almost in an Epic collection. Like, if it's an
For
X
sure.
title and it's just you're trying to read that arc, a certain
Yeah,
arcs
you're yeah,
out of an X
you'll
title,
get the
just
whole
get the
run in
Epic
that.
collection for it.
Yeah. And it's honestly, not gonna lie, it's way more aesthetically pleasing, like on your shelves.
Mhm,
Like if you're trying to fill some shelves, way more aesthetically pleasing. They're not just sitting in a box.
mhm,
Also, if you go the trade way, deluxe editions, more bang for
yes.
your buck right there. It's a hardcover. You know it's not gonna it's gonna last longer, preserve longer, and they're just doper. They're way cooler.
Yeah.
They're
The
way
same
cooler
thing
because
too if,
the dust
like
jackets, like all of it.
same thing too if you, like, really love a run, like, unfortunately, like, this is one of my favorite, like, Batman runs, the Arkham Asylum. Mine got
Oh yeah,
water
yeah,
damaged, unfortunately, but they have the Absolute Edition for it. So if there is
yeah.
a run that,
Absolute
like, you
editions.
really love, go pick up the Absolute Edition. It's something that you'll be able
Yeah,
to keep for a while. It's something
a
that the
long
art's
time.
bigger, like, you're able to appreciate it more.
Yes, yes, the appreciation aspect of it for sure. But yeah, guys, like there's like I understand it. For people who like, single issues and cover art and all of that, that's dope. That's cool. But to save money, there are multiple different ways to save money, man. Like you you definitely don't need to pull everything. Just pull what you want to read. Make sure you're keeping up with it. These books come out once a month, y'all. Like you could keep up with all of them. You could if
Same
you're
thing too, like
you could keep up with what you want to read. That's where the downfall is trying to keep up with what everybody is reading compared to what you're genuinely interested in and want to read. If you get what you want, you will keep up with your reading.
mhm. Same thing too, and if you are trying to keep up with what everybody else is reading, like, right now, you can always go the route, pick out those comics that you really do love, and then spend the extra, like, $10 a month or whatever it is to get, like, Marvel Unlimited or DC Connect.
Yeah, for
I forget
sure.
what
Even
DC's
like
is called, but, get those 2 because then you're able to read whatever runs are already out right now and stay caught
yep,
up on it, but you don't have to spend fucking $75 every week to just
exactly. Trust
say
me
that you
guys,
have the issues so I can get caught up later.
there's plenty of other people that are out there right now that are reading their comic books online. Like they're reading some people who are just, I don't know, fans of Batman. They may be picking up everything Batman right now, but they're reading everything else online.
Mhm,
So you could also do that. I'm not an online reader. I've never been interested in it. Every now and then, because of the order that I pick up my comic books, I'll read online for a quick like a quick issue, one issue. But I really do try to not do that because it's not, my thing.
yeah.
But even with this next level step, which we're finna get into, ironically, dude, we just had what 3 next level issues come out this Wednesday,
Yeah, we had 3 came out. I think it was 2 Wednesdays
and
ago.
Spider-Man and Superman came out, bro. It was a big week for a lot of
That one
people.
was a it was a very fat week last week.
Yeah,
There was a
dude.
lot that
So
came
like
out.
there was a lot that came out last week, bro, and like there's people out there that really feel like they have to, oh man, I gotta get next level. I gotta get next level. You can get it, but even like me, I myself am subscribed to all 3 of them because I'm going to read them. But I didn't subscribe to all 3 of them at first. I I read, I subscribed to Batwoman and I subscribed to Lobo, and I did not subscribe to Deathstroke because I was like, I don't know what I'm getting myself into with Deathstroke. Like, is this just gonna be another, bounty assassin hunting dude, or is there gonna be a little bit more like context and, not context, but is there gonna be something more in it worth reading than just this guy killing people?
Yeah.
Bro, I read it today and I was like, bro, I have to sub to this. I cannot wait on this. Like
I feel like it's
now,
going to be a good story. It's not something that
yeah,
you'd expect out of a Lobo story, but you would at the same time. It's something that,
I
like,
said
they
Deathstroke.
pulled out of left field, but, like, it
I said
fit the
Deathstroke.
characters so
I
well.
said Deathstroke.
Oh, whatever. Never mind.
Golly, bro. But
Or you
Lobo,
said Lobo.
bro, it is funny though because I subscribed to Lobo. Like I said, I subscribed to Lobo and Batwoman. I waited on Deathstroke. Lobo is my least favorite out of the three. Like
Really?
if I didn't like the only reason I'm gonna stay on Lobo is because I know I'm gonna get the compendium and I don't have a Scotty Young 4 run in singles. I do not have a Scotty Young 4 run in singles. If Scotty Young was not writing this, I would probably wait and get it in trades because I'm getting the compendium, and I would have just had the compendium in the trade for Scotty Young. But since he's writing it and I don't have any Scotty Young, I'll get the Scotty Young, singles. But I just liked Deathstroke and Batwoman more. And I'm putting Batwoman at number 1, bro.
That is valid. I think that is
I'm
very
putting
valid.
Batwoman at number 1, bro. Deathstroke. As I was reading Deathstroke, I was like, yeah, I'm probably not going to subscribe to it. When I started getting to the end, I was like, bro, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. I think Deathstroke's going to be good, but I think Batwoman has a lot of potential.
I think we're
Batwoman
gonna
has a
see the
lot of
same
potential.
I think we're gonna see the same rise that we did with, like, the Batgirl, like, the Cassie Kane run.
That's exactly what I feel from it. That's exactly what I feel from it because what I liked about Batwoman. I'm gonna go through what I liked about Batwoman. Well, we could talk about what we liked about all three of them right now. What I liked about Batwoman was that it's putting the pieces together and it's a backstory.
Mhm.
So I like that because I don't know anything about this Batwoman. What's her name again?
Kate Kane.
Kate Bishop? Kate Bishop? Kate
No,
Kane?
Kate Kane.
Kate Kane.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. I don't know
I'm
anything
pretty
about this
sure it's Kate
Batwoman.
Kane.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is too. Kate Bishop is from Marvel. That's why
Yeah.
I got the two confused. But yeah, this Batwoman story has a lot of potential. It's a backstory, so I liked it because I don't know anything about Kate. So I get to learn new things about Kate, and it's kind of giving like I don't want to say an origin story, but like a I mean, yeah, it's giving
Yeah.
it's an origin story. It's
I
definitely
think
an origin story.
it's a very, like, grungy, like, kinda detective comic story.
Yeah, yes, that's the perfect way to describe it.
But it doesn't
I don't
feel
want
like a
to.
Batman story.
It doesn't
You
feel
know what
like
I
a
mean?
Batman story at all.
Like,
It
it's
does not feel like a
definitely her
Batman story
own
at all.
personality
It's
to
her
it.
own personality and everything. I don't. It definitely has a very, very, very emotional aspect to it as well.
I agree.
Very, very emotional aspect to it. But the thing that really, really got me interested in it was the ending. Guys, listen, it's Monday. If you haven't read it yet, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We'll
But
see if your LCS has more.
yeah, man, if you haven't read it yet, I'm sorry, but spoilers. I can't. Hey, you got to talk about it. The fact that Kate's sister was supposed to be herald to Darkseid, and now because she's dead, they're trying to get Kate to be herald. Did you pick up on that?
I thought that's what it was. I didn't
I
really hear anybody talking about it, like, so I was like,
I was like, why is nobody talking about this, bro?
that's why I
That
was
is
saying
so
too, like, I
dope.
feel like it's going to go the same way of how the Batgirl run is going to where, like, we're kinda seeing some of these Bat family members, like, kind of unlocking some like
They're getting huge
crazy
roles.
potential right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Like even Jason Todd, like he's gonna be running the Teen Titans.
Hmm.
I assume that something with Dick Grayson is gonna be happening, but Dick Grayson is kind of like on his own thing, and he's been on his own thing, and he's been doing a good job by himself.
The
But
current
the
Nightwing
only
run is so fire, but also too, like
it's
you look at somebody like you look at Tim Drake right now. Like I feel like
yeah,
they're
Tim
building
Drake,
up to
like
something
yeah,
with
Tim
Tim
Drake's
in the
getting another
Fraction run.
compendium. And Fraction said something about he slipped up and said something about doing a Tim Drake Robin run.
Yeah.
So and then like Batman and Robin with Damian Wayne, that just ended. So like if we get another Damian Wayne like solo run, that would be dope. That would
Or
be
even if we
super
got like
dope.
another like Robins run to where we get to see
Yeah.
some of these Robins
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like open open up to their own potentials and like grow a little bit
Exactly.
more, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because I feel like
And
every writer that's had had a current chance with each Robin has done very well. Like
yeah.
current Damien is very good right now.
Yeah.
Tim, not the best, but I think Fraction is building it up where Tim's going to have a big role.
Yeah,
Um,
no,
and Jason
100%.
right now is doing great.
Yeah.
The current
I
Nightwing
don't know
run,
about great, but
fire.
I don't know about great, you know.
Well,
But
yeah, we
he's
can't say great right now, but
yeah, 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 yeah.
there's
But
potential
we
right
see
there now.
potential coming from Jason.
Yeah,
We see some good things that could be coming from Jason
it's not
finally.
how the other run went.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. But even like Nightwing, guys, this goes back to the whole saving money thing. I didn't start picking up Nightwing because I was just like, you know what? This is gonna be an ongoing. I know it's gonna be good. I'm gonna bite the bullet and I'm gonna wait on it. I got the first omnibus for Tom Taylor's run. The second one, I think the second one already came out. I need to see, but those are like 75. I think they're like $75 each. Save your money, guys. Spend more wisely. But moving on, Deathstroke. Deathstroke is super dope too. Deathstroke is super dope too. The fact that this dude is taking directions from the op on a mission, gets to the site, and Deathstroke's best friend, what's his name? Winter something? Wintergreen?
I think so.
Wintergreen is kind of
I
like
remember his name sounded like
he's
a
like
gum
Win
flavor.
yeah, Wintergreen is his Alfred. Wintergreen is Deathstroke's Alfred. When he sees that Wintergreen has been choked up and poked up and is sitting there in a chair waiting for him, and then y'all, this isn't even the icing on the cake. This isn't even the icing on the cake. The same dudes who went and slimed out Wintergreen took all of his money from every single one of his accounts that he left to his daughter, wiped all of his accounts out, zero
This
balances.
man
This
is
is
going
the
to be we're going to be getting the fuck, what's the name of that movie? The
about
I Will Find You.
and it's kind of like if you follow me on TikTok, you've heard me talk about like redemption for like villains and certain villains and
Mhm.
stuff. This is definitely like a Deathstroke redemption arc right here. I don't know how many he has because I'm
I
sure
feel
he
like this
doesn't.
is definitely going to be one, and I hope in some way that they retcon the you know what,
Yeah,
because there's no reason that he needs to hold that they need to hold on to that, you know what I mean?
they
It
don't need
doesn't
to
add
hold on to
anything
it
to
at
his
all.
character. The
Nah,
only thing it does is really hold him back because any time that anybody says anything about Deathstroke, it's
that's all you think
literally just
about.
people bringing that up
Yeah,
every time.
yeah. So it definitely the fact that he's trying to I mean, it's almost like he's trying to push himself away from his daughter because Wintergreen was it was like a flashback, guys, and Wintergreen was talking to Deathstroke's daughter, and he was basically telling her like, we're both getting older. I'm not gonna be able to be there for him, and I'm the only person he has. Like, you need to, you know, get in. You guys need to talk. And she's like refusing to talk to him, but at the same time that she's refusing to talk to him, he's pushing her away. He doesn't want her like involved with him because he knows how, you know, bad of a person he is. And because these dudes just killed Wintergreen and took all of his money, this is the best assassin in the world. They took all of his money. You could just imagine how much money that was. They wiped it out of every single account. Like in the panel, he was checking all of his bank accounts. Every single one, they wiped out all of his stuff. And he's 100% like, bro, they know who if they got to his bank accounts, they know who he is. They know his daughter. That's how they found Wintergreen. They're going to know where he stays. Like, he's 100% no longer incognito. So that's exciting. That's pretty exciting. I'm pretty hyped for that. What did you think about it?
Thought it was great, bro. I mean, I liked the Scotty Young one better. I liked Lobo better than Deathstroke, but all of them were pretty like bing bang boom in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like
Well, what are like
Batwoman, I
what did you
agree,
like about
was one.
Lobo?
I liked Lobo for the silliness of it. Like I like
Yeah,
that
it
they're
was
not
funny.
just going the like hardcore aspect of it. Because when people think
Yeah.
about Lobo, he obviously has a smart mouth, but he's a silly character. You know what I mean? Like he's a fucking badass, but I don't feel like they tap into his like more just he does this shit for fun. You know what I mean? Like
Well, yeah, that's who he is as
that
a character.
chaotic aspect of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then on top of that, like, we got what else is coming out? Zatanna, Deadman, and Etrigan. Those are all gonna be like very
Oh, and Firestorm.
super. Oh, and Firestorm, yeah. Those are all gonna be like pretty super like serious. There's gonna be a lot of like magic, a lot of, witchcraft and like so those are all gonna be very serious toned type of comics. So I feel like Lobo is definitely gonna give us that break from that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just that
And I
a
think
little bit.
Scotty
You want to read
Young's a
something
good
different, you can
writer
read
to do
Lobo.
that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. I'm excited for Firestorm and okay. If for the next 4 that are coming out, I'm gonna do.
I already have my ranking. If
Okay,
you
you
want
go
me to go
first. I don't
first.
got mine. Yeah, you go
So for
first.
me, I have it, and that's because I have kind of a emotional tie to some of these characters. But mine goes Etrigan,
Hmm.
Deadman,
Hmm.
uh, Firestorm, and then
Hmm.
Zatanna. Etrigan,
Okay,
I'm hyped for because he's one of my favorite characters. Like Etrigan, and then Jason Blood, who basically the person that
the demon,
Jason Blood turns into Etrigan.
Etrigan. Yeah.
So that person as a character is so dope in my opinion,
Yeah.
and I'm excited to see what they do with him. And then same thing with Deadman. Like Deadman's a really dope character, bro.
Okay, I
I
don't
think
know
he,
nothing about Deadman
I
or
think he's
Etrigan,
very slept on. He's kind of like
but
Deadman. The best
I
way I
did
could
come across.
describe it. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I did come across a Deadman. It was like a trade or omnibus or something. I was looking on in stock trades and I came across one. I almost got it, but I was like, nah, bro. I'm pretty sure they're finna do like a whole like Etrigan and Deadman and Etrigan, Deadman, and Firestorm are all gonna be probably like origin, quote unquote origin stories, and the
Mhm.
Zatanna is probably gonna go from what's his name, Danini, that whatever the
Dini,
last Dini, yeah, because I think Zatanna
Danini,
goes from Dini, Dadini, whatever his name is, to the last miniseries we had as Zatanna to this next Zatanna next level that is coming out. So I mean, like my ranking, I'd probably say Firestorm. I'd say Firestorm. Mm,
bro, listed Firestorm 3 times.
Brett, listen, I'm thinking. We're gonna go Firestorm, Zatanna, Etrigan, Deadman.
Fair enough.
That's yeah. Just because I don't know nothing about Deadman or Etrigan, I'm excited to read them, but I'm definitely like Firestorm. I grew up with because of Batman Brave and the Bold, and
Yep.
I always liked I liked his character. So and like how his character came to be, his origin and everything. So I thought that was cool. And then Zatanna, I told myself I wanted to start getting into Satana like years ago. And this is like, you know, she already just had one miniseries go by, so this is like another one. So I'm like, you know what? Yeah, now's the time. And then Extra Kin and Dead Man is just like, honestly, bro, I I might just get
They're
like
just
the
bonuses.
first. I might just get the first like cover A's for those because they're not
Yeah.
ongoings, are they?
I think those ones are just gonna be miniseries, as
Yeah,
far as
yeah,
I know.
yeah. So I'll probably just get like the trade for those. But yeah, definitely Zatanna, Firestorm, Etrigan, Dead Man.
I think that's valid. Like I said,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I personally picked those other ones because they had emotional attachment, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Um,
But no, I think for those 3 that you listed, I think they're gonna be, origin stories, but more so like recap stories, you know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like
for
the
sure.
first 2 issues, we're probably gonna see a lot of the character being explained, getting a little bit of backstory on them, and then we'll kinda get built up into what the story is throughout those 2, and then really lock in on that 3rd issue or something.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I could definitely see them going that way about it. Guys, we got a new quote unquote segment. We got a quote of the day. Every episode we do a quote of the day just to get the week started off right. You know, maybe you guys are just need something to relate with. So we want to be able to provide quotes that are kind of relatable that make you kind of think deeper. But today it is my turn. Last week was Absurds. And today we got a quote from Skinbreaker issue 3 from Chieftain Enoch. Chieftain Enoch. And the quote goes, "Seek not a darkness in all things. That is the way of misery." That quote is very uplifting, very positive, and moving. I feel like a lot of the times when we have misfortune happen in our life, no matter how major or minor, we automatically go to very dark places. And that's not the way to live life. That's the way to stay stuck in your darkness and to stay very negative. You know, I mean, how many times have you had a pop tire? How many times have you, oh, I'll get gas in the morning, and then you're running late for work and you're driving for work and then you run out of gas and now you're definitely late for work and you got to figure out how to get gas. Like, and you just go to a very unsettling place within yourself. And when it's all over and done and you continue with your day and everything's fine, you laugh about it with your significant other or your friend or something. Sometimes you just gotta take everything in your day with a grain of salt because we're all humans and we got things we gotta deal with. Some are, bigger than others, but if you just follow the light and don't allow that darkness to consume you throughout your day, I think that most of us would find that, could be worse. If you just look at everything like it could be worse and you just go on with your day and stay as positive as you can and, keep moving forward and don't look back, everything will be fine. It might not be fine in an hour, but it might be fine in an hour. It might not be fine next week, but it might be fine next week. So, just stay positive, y'all. That's the message for today is, throughout all negativity, stay twice more as positive. Absurd, you got anything you want to add to that?
Love that, brother. That was a very powerful one, so shout out to Skinbreaker. Shout
Yeah,
her out
shout out
to
Skinbreaker, shout out
Chieftain.
Image, Robert Kirkman. Yeah, shout
Doing
out
his thing
Chieftain
as usual.
Anak. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But,
Image,
no, man, it's
Image,
one
and
of the
that
things.
was. Want me to go? Yeah, yeah. Sink on down there, buddy. Shout out to Skinbreaker. Shout out Robert Kirkman and Image Comics for that quote. Go ahead, say what you got to say.
All I was gonna say, um, same thing that, both myself and Jay are both big followers of Christ, and one of the things that my dad always preached to me when I was little was it's a lot easier to fall than it is to climb back up. So if you think about
Amen,
it
brother.
as you're falling down into a dark pit, it's a lot easier to stay looking down at the bottom of that pit that it is to look up and see the light in it. It's the same
Amen.
thing that Kirkman was trying to put into that is always there's a brighter side to everything, guys. And all that negativity is just somebody else trying to put you down. There's always going to be somebody like myself. There's going to be somebody like Jay. They're going to be around to lift you up. Look for those people. Don't look for people that are trying to put you down.
Yeah.
Because when you're
Don't look for
trying to
people
find people
who.
to put you down, you can find them very quickly.
Yep. Don't hang yourself around low vibrational people. People who are just always in the negative, never optimistic, just always sad. And if you do find your friends in sad moments, everybody check up on your friends, check up on your loved ones. It's not weird, it's not silly, it's not check up on your loved ones. Shoot them a text, y'all. Speaking of checking up on your loved ones and speaking of image, we're gonna finish off the podcast talking about Invincible. Spoilers for everybody who's watching. Invincible season 4 is, not will be, but is the best season of Invincible. Invincible is 1000% time better than the comic book. And I think that the writer himself knows that. I really do. Because the writer.
Bro had to take a quick take for that.
Yeah. I had a little burp in my belly. I had to get it out. Is that a problem?
Much gas sitting in his tummy. He's spitting straight fire right now.
Yeah, bro. No, the fact that Robert Kirkman wrote Invincible and is doing the TV show right now, I think it's safe to say that the TV series is way better than the comic. And if you think otherwise, that's fine. But don't put yourself on some pedestal, please. Take your opinion, live with it, love it, because I love my opinion. Now, Mr. Ubsurd here has not watched any of Invincible yet. Tell him why.
I did not say any. I did not say any. I haven't watched season 4.
Yeah, bro. That's the season that just came out.
Well, duh. But you're saying that like I've never watched any Invincible.
Tell them why you told me. Tell me the same reason you told me why you haven't watched it.
I haven't watched season 4 yet. It is because I have read Invincible 3 times all the way through now. Not saying I'm not going to watch it, but I haven't watched it yet because I already know what's going on. But after Jay talking to me about it, I think I might watch it because he is right in the fact that Kirkman is coming back strong. It's his baby, you know what I mean? And now he's seen his baby grow up. He's seen his baby go through his teen years, and now his baby is blooming into an adult. And he's giving more guidance to him right now. And he is going hard in the paint. He is dunking. He's throwing lays. And the editorial team is coming in and slamming it. It.
You guys, if you are like Devin and you read the Invincible compendiums over and over and again, whatever, even if you read it once and you think that you know what's going to happen, you have no idea what's going to happen.
Because I also heard that Tech Jacket is getting changed. So I'm excited to see what they're going to do with that.
I promise you guys, you don't know what you guys are in for. Some of the stuff, yes, is the same as a comic, but there's a lot of stuff, a lot of context just within these 4 episodes that we get. We get answers.
Mm-hmm.
We get answers to questions that we've had. And the way that Debbie is in the comic books compared to how she was in season 1 through 3, season 4, I'm excited to see Debbie more after episode 4. I'm very excited to see Debbie more. Omni-Man is different for sure. In the comics, he kind of like, he was just with the whole rebelling against, Viltrumites and all of that stuff. And episode 4 and 3, you can see that he's definitely still, like he's definitely still not rocking with the Viltrumites. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's still rocking with the Viltrumites. No, he is definitely 1000% not rocking with the Viltrumites. But there is a but. He is not 100% on board with being a part of the Viltrumite War. That's one spoiler. Another spoiler. I don't know. I've only read Compendium up to Compendium 2. But we get an entire backstory with a young Omni-Man and his parents and the Scourge virus and it wiping out all of the Viltrumites. We get an entire backstory of all of that. And it's dope. It's so like, it's almost like so horribly suspenseful that it's like, it's crazy to say. It's sad and it's just so like dreadful. And the music, the feeling that the music gives you, like if you have surround sound in your house, turn it up. The music that goes with those scenes of the Scourge virus on planet Viltrum is insane. It's insane. And yeah, man, it is a very dope. And then you get what's the demon's name?
During the Scourge virus?
No. The red demon that's been around since like season 1 with the hat and the trench coat. I forget his
I can't
name, but
remember
there's
off the top of my head.
yeah, but there's a whole new scene with him and Mark and like it's really cool. It's really cool. I encourage everybody to start watching it. If you wait to watch it, I feel like this is one of those that if you wait to finish out, wait until all the episodes are out and then you try and go back and watch it, you guys are very much going to regret it because everybody's going to be posting about it. I know everybody's just waiting for it so that way we can post about it, and that's why nobody's posting about it right now.
Oh,
Go,
I remembered.
go, go and watch Invincible. Go ahead, Devin.
Damien? Is it Damien?
Damien.
Darkblood?
Yeah. His name is Damien Darkblood. Yeah. Him and Mark
Yeah.
have a whole like mission together, bro. Like an entire episode dedicated just to them. Super dope. I encourage everybody to go and watch it. Devin, you got anything you want to add?
Not really add more so than ask you, are they staying to the fact of like Omni-Man comes from like royal descent or like more like heavy like
Yeah, no.
Viltrum blood? Okay.
Yeah, they definitely are still sticking to that. I think like everything that was kind of like major in the comic book, but just like minor at the same time. Everything that was major in the comic book, that is going to be like tenfold, I feel like.
Okay.
So like when Omni-Man comes back and Debbie's just like depressed and distressed and she's crying and like kind of vulnerable, I don't think that's going to be the case with Debbie. I think Debbie, like, I could see her like throwing stuff and like maybe even punching him. I think I said this with Spidey last episode, but like maybe even like punching Omni-Man and like, hurting her wrist or like slapping him and like hurting her wrist. Oliver is probably gonna be like way worse. Like in the comics, when Oliver and Mark kind of got into it, when Oliver was trying to release the Scourge virus. I think that is gonna be like a bloody beatdown between Oliver. I think that's gonna be
Yeah, that's
like,
gonna be gnarly.
yeah, I think that's gonna be way more gnarlier, bro. Way more gnarlier. Um, I think when Thrag tears off Oh Boy's head, the other Viltrumite that turned against the Viltrum Empire, I think that's gonna be like another fight. Like I think the Viltrumite War is going to be like everything before that, everything leading up to it, like it's going to be tenfold. It's
Copy.
gonna be tenfold. So yeah,
But I have
man,
to tap in.
yeah. You guys gotta tap into Invincible. It was very good. It did not disappoint at all. And it's only gonna keep getting better. The hype was definitely there. They did not disappoint. Robert Kirkman, you did not disappoint, man. But I think we're
Oh,
gonna
yeah?
we're gonna wrap it up there, man. You ready? Is that cool? You want to call it?
Yeah, man. I think the only thing I gotta say right now is stay comfortable.
Stay nerdy. You guys, peace out and have an amazing day.